writer, I believe the appropriate word was well.
I write how people talk, and they don't say
They
well.
don't say well.
They don't say fucking
like a
well.
fucking robot.
Like a nerd. You gotta say, how
you going, Jimmy? Or what's going on, Jimmy?
are things going with your video?
Didn't we talk about this on the show already? How I said something and Joey was like, if someone wrote the story of your life and wrote the way you said that, someone would read that and give notes and be like, no one speaks that way. Rewrite
all the time.
This.
Yes. Kim speaks like a fucking Victorian child sometimes.
Yeah. A haunted doll.
Yeah. This is a spirit. You've written a character here that's a spirit captured in a small doll. No.
No, I lived with this woman. That's how she
No,
speaks.
Yes.
She sits like this.
Spent a lot of time
I'm
with
literally
her.
over here like that.
Just with your hands clasped.
Just like
Yeah.
ready to do that.
Saying a little prayer all the time.
You show good for your
You know what?
self-esteem.
You
Good
know what?
tidings to you.
My feet right now,
Are they crossed?
my legs are crossed. Like I have my feet on the desk.
Yeah.
Like they're propped up. My knees are kind of straight-ish, you know?
Yeah.
And so my legs are crossed and my big toes are interlocked.
Yuck.
I don't know if that even supports what we were just talking
That's
about.
because I have my fingers
That's
interlocked.
weird. So you're also
I have
using
my
your
toes.
monkey feet to clasp one
Toes
another.
interlocked.
Like, my
Hey,
God.
She can do it herself, but every time I try to do it, I'm the weird one.
You can't do it with me. Yeah, that's weird.
We're sitting on the
you
couch,
and I try to scissor. See,
I
that's
tried to scissor between the big toe and the second toe.
Kim's just not ready for that type of intimacy.
No, I know.
guess.
And I was like, how
would've
much
thought
longer
you
do I
guys were
need-
here?
Right.
How many more kids do you need to have before you're comfortable scissoring toes?
How many parts of you do I need to see that you can't before I can put my toes?
I think that's something interesting to think about, is that your partner will always have seen more of your body more clearly than you ever will.
Yeah.
Never.
Sorry.
Never,
I mean-
ever will you ever have the clarity of vision or like I'll never be able to stare down the barrel of my butthole. Like, that's
But my
just
partner
not,
like always
But
can.
and I'm not saying they always technically they always can.
Yeah, I always can.
If they want to, they can just like do it.
and I would let them.
Every time, anytime anybody goes, that's the rest of that is not gonna go well. You should do this, and you should bail on the story.
Hey, you guys.
What you doing in there?
It's fine.
I finally got a pedicure.
Welcome to an all-new episode of LOLJK, saving the world one topic at a time. I'm one of your hosts, Joey Reinish,
Comic Fact.
I'm Kim.
and Brian is not here, so
Rude.
we've stacked all this shit in Brian's.
Is it just that's all it is? It's just a bunch of shit.
Oh, I didn't even realize you had the camera on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't turn it off, but it's. I
There
think
it
it's
is.
on.
We could probably
24/7.
put some sort of specter of him. You could probably put like a ghost of him there or something like that.
I used to have an image that I drew of him with a little wiener on his shoulder, but
I think that'd be pretty good. Or we could just it'd be too difficult. I wish we could pipe in old footage of him from an episode and just
Oh,
have him
yeah.
over there
Just use
being like
just in his quadrant.
Oh,
Put a camera from a
talking
different
silently.
episode.
oh,
Yeah.
I'll do that.
That's good. That's teamwork. We got there.
Yeah.
Just can you imagine how jarring it'd be if someone's never seen it and they don't, or even just any normal viewer just goes to watch this episode, doesn't hear
What
that
is
setup,
that guy
and
doing?
Brian's so out of sync.
What if it's like Wizard of Oz and Pink Floyd though? It's just like
What if it does sync up?
turns out Brian does the exact thing in every
He's
episode.
laughing every time, exactly when he
Whoa.
should. Amazing.
Speaking of Brian, should we give him a call?
Yeah, let's give him a call. To
Oh, I
see
think
if
I
he
have
will.
his number.
Look, if you're on Patreon and you listen to the pre-roll, this was a feat of figuring out how to call Brian.
Listen,
We don't do that. We don't call Brian.
No, but you would obviously we all had his number. The problem is that we all had
Multiple numbers.
more numbers than we thought we would
Yeah,
have
yeah,
for
yeah.
him,
Yeah,
and it was
and nobody
more
knew the right
difficult than it should have been to
to
deduce.
figure out which one was the one
Yes,
we should use. Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, Now that I've only got the one,
Yeah.
we're gonna
All right. Well, if he answers, you talk first because
Brian
it's your
almost
phone.
certainly will
Why?
not answer.
Well, we'll just keep calling back.
We'll just keep calling him throughout the show.
Yeah.
Call him like 3 or 4.
Okay, if he doesn't answer, it's a message though. You start the message.
Okay.
Brian's at the Grand Canyon.
I'm sure he
by
has
the
no
way.
service.
Right.
Oh, I bet they're at. Oh, I'm sure. I mean, it's ringing through. Wouldn't it not ring if he didn't have service?
He's not
Go
going
straight
to
to
answer though. He
voicemail.
knows what we're
Yeah,
doing. He
yeah,
knows it's
of
us
course
calling
he
for this.
doesn't wanna
He's
be-
not gonna
Unless
answer.
he's had whiskeys. He's with his brother.
Oh,
he
His
is?
brother does. What's up, Michael?
Put
He
Michael
does-
on the
Michael
phone.
does- yeah, fuck you. Put Michael on the phone.
Hi, this is Brian Carney. I am unable to
Uh,
answer the phone right now. Please leave a message. Thanks.
Brian, put Michael on the phone.
Yeah, answer. Put Michael on.
We're on a podcast. You should answer your phone. We're probably going to call you like 4, 5, 7, 12 more times before we're done with this
A
episode.
totally normal amount.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
we want you to feel like you're here on the show. So we'll
Didn't
just,
want you to miss out.
yeah. How long can a voicemail be? Like 3 minutes?
I don't know.
Oh, I mean,
That's
if
pretty
it's
long.
Tungus, it's at least
Well,
20.
I'd imagine he has like big voicemail boxes.
Yeah. But we'll call him back. I mean, we also could call Michael directly if we wanted to,
Oh,
but
do you know his number?
of course.
Okay, why don't we try that?
Maybe we'll try that later in the show.
Okay,
Let's tease it out. Anyway, bye.
Bye, Brian.
Bye.
Let me talk to Daniel.
Let me talk to Daniel.
I was not gonna mention Tungus. I was gonna after we got off the phone. I was gonna be like, "What did we say when we called him?" Because we should just say that
Hungus?
to Brian.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
Brian, you should change your name to Chungus. Have you ever thought about changing your name to Chungus?
Okay,
It's
so, all right.
Hungus.
We don't call Michael back. We call Brian back. We call him Chungus and Hungus. The
Call him
entire
back right
time.
now. Let's.
Wait, was it Chungus or Hungus?
It's Hungus.
I thought it was Chungus.
No.
Chungus.
Chungus.
I mean, Chungus Carney has good alliteration.
But it was Kyle called him Hungus.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a Hungus?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
You're thinking of Chungus the Bugs Bunny.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
yeah, sorry,
So
sorry,
call Brian.
yeah,
Let's just tell him he should.
Hungus is the better
Okay,
name.
okay. Hungus. Okay. And there we go.
He's gonna answer this time, but I'm gonna be so mad.
He's going to be like,
No,
"Oh my
shut up.
God."
Hang up. Hang up. Tell me.
Why'd you answer?
He's out there trying to make fucking memories.
Like an idiot.
Idiot.
Finally getting out of the city, away from the people I have to talk to.
See
Once
the majesty of the world together.
I mean, Grand Canyon is
Whatever.
pretty beautiful.
It is pretty.
Hi, this is Brian
sick.
Carney. I am unable to
Yeah, I
answer
went-
the phone
we
right
went
now.
there.
Please leave a message.
Yeah.
Thanks.
before I started. Hey Brian, have you ever thought about changing your name to Hungus?
Yeah.
It suits you.
It suits you.
Maybe.
Better name.
How about doing an entire album called Hungus Among Us?
With all your musical talent.
Brian's
Yeah.
musical. I think he can hit stuff with sticks
Have you thought about wearing a hot dog tie?
or making your hands out of cinnamon rolls.
I think
Okay,
that'd be
Brian,
great.
that's all we had for you now, but we just thought you should know we think Hungus would be a good
Bye,
name.
Hungus.
Bye, Hungus.
Bye.
Okay, we got important things out of the way here.
There we go. We did it. Good for us.
What's that show about? Well, they just kind of like pick on their friends when they don't show up. For
God
the
forbid
show.
they're not there.
Yeah, that's that's what he gets. So
I agree.
I feel like this would have been good for Brian to know because I feel like this is a well Brian goes back to several times.
Yeah.
But I have some unfortunate news from our friends
no.
in the UK that
Oh, no.
could have long-lasting ramifications for this podcast.
For us?
Oh.
This podcast,
Wow.
not us as people. But
Oh,
this
no. I
podcast.
meant us, the podcast.
According to expert Dr. Paul Lee,
Mm-hmm.
he believes the UK, and I shit you not, this is the headline.
Oh, jeez.
The UK is running out of ghosts.
Wait. What?
As old
Like they've gotten rid of them?
as old spirits are dying off.
Wait.
Dr. Paul Lee,
I'm gonna need some definitions
a
here.
paranormal expert, believes that
Man, these dead guys dying off left and right.
Yeah.
there's
Can you believe it?
he's saying that
These
he
old
thinks-
ass ghosts dying off.
Is it like there's a half-life on a spirit?
he's saying that they have an
it's like-
energy
Uh-huh.
that they are
Jesus.
using to manifest.
And
Uh-huh.
if they woo too many times,
if they use it all up,
dead.
Yes,
they
you
move
only
a
have so
bed,
many
you
woos
use up
in the
like
tank.
a third of it.
Oh yeah, if they flicker some lights, like
Yeah,
it
you
fucked
drains the tank faster.
Or they ghostoplasm on stuff. You're just like,
Mhm.
oh, that was like so much woos.
Yeah, if you plasma
which I believe
someone-
is the official unit of measurement of ghost power.
Yeah.
Wait, what was our ghost ejaculating? We had a word. No, we had a word for
yeah.
it.
Oh, the that was like a fart thing.
He like inside outed himself. We
Oh,
said.
I'm never gonna
Oh,
think
what
of
was
that.
that word? We said. I don't
Fart
know.
knocker.
Oh, yeah. That was a rewrite side out
Yeah,
himself.
rewrite side
When you
Yeah,
come
yeah,
yourself inside out, you come yourself right side out.
By
Yes.
fart knocking.
By fart knocking.
fart
yeah.
knocking.
Yes, you fart knock yourself right side out.
So
makes
thi-
sense.
Sorry,
this
sorry.
let me show you a picture of Dr. Paul.
That really drains the life tank, though.
Can I say
Oh,
something?
yeah, 100%. Here's
want
Dr.
him to-
Paul.
Yeah, that's
That's
yep,
how
that's
you-
who he should look like. That's 100% Dr. Paul. So Dr. Paul is saying that ghosts have X amount
So
of
why-
energy and they're expending it.
They've
So
expended-
why
And they have so many
aren't
old ghosts
modern
there.
dead people becoming ghosts?
That's
Why
the
aren't they?
fucking question.
Yeah, why aren't the ghosts?
So what's
why
the
isn't
deal?
the ghost population
Well,
being replenished?
I think
It should be a constant resupply.
Yeah,
We should
yeah.
always have new ghosts.
There's
There's more people than ever.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah,
This is not Dr. Paul. So to be clear,
this is your personal.
this is my
opinion.
personal opinion.
Okay.
He's basing this information
Mhm.
on
on fake
his-
shit.
People not reporting ghosts.
people not reporting encounters from very common historically haunted sites
Uh huh.
in the UK.
It's because we're not drunk all
I
the
was gonna
time
say,
like we
is it
used to
just
be.
because we don't like use lead in our dishes and things like that?
It's because we don't have lead in everything.
No one's
it's
putting
because
arsenic on their face for makeup or
we can
whatever.
largely drink water, like safely.
Yeah.
So Dr. Paul says it does seem as though many famous ghosts are either dormant or have faded away or moved on.
Oh God, Jack Sparrow's gone.
There's so many Jack Sparrows though. We're
Man,
fine.
Those
Yeah.
famous
He
ghosts.
suggested it could be that a spirit had a natural source of energy to begin with, which has
Uh-huh.
dwindled away over time,
Uh-huh.
leaving them without the reserves to manifest anymore. However, Dr. Lee, who hails from Fairstead, Norfolk, and holds a PhD in nuclear physics, the ghost doctor of
Yeah.
nuclear physics, offered a glimmer of hope, stating, "It may be that ghosts can be recharged."
It's the fucking
Based on
crazy-
what? Your hopes and dreams?
Dude, this
He's
is
a
just-
nuclear physicist?
They can have hopes and dreams
Degrees
too.
mean nothing. What are we talking about? That's crazy. What does he mean? Like with a nuclear power plant?
Or extra chance? Like, if
Extra.
you believe in them?
So if you believe.
This is
They'll
again. This
charge
is
you.
not
You-
Dr.
no, but-
Paul.
no, we're
ring a
trying to
bell.
think.
Like every time a bell rings, a fairy gets its wings. You
Yeah,
ring a
every-
bell and recharge a ghost. Or
Every
Yeah.
time
something.
you come yourself inside out, it goes recharge.
You get a better ghost recharge.
Every-
Oh wow, that guy's dumb.
But he's a
think this
doctor.
man's dumb.
that doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. We've all met plenty of people that should
Smart
be very
dummies.
smart, and
Yeah.
they're
Smart dummies.
absolute fucking idiots.
Since January 2020, I've been
some
contacting...
people good at school and taking
Mhm.
tests.
Yeah.
This man feels like that guy.
Since January 2020, I've been contacting all the reportedly haunted locations on my app and asking if the residents, owners, or staff have experienced any unexplained activity.
Mm-hmm.
He continued, so far I've had almost 800 replies and even some supposedly highly haunted places like Coinsborough Castle in South Yorkshire, the Eddington Park Hotel in
A
Stratford,
standard.
said to be one of the most haunted hotels in the UK,
Uh-huh.
and the Fortnum and Mason in Piccadilly say they haven't experienced anything in the last few years.
We're just not drinking
I
absinthe
have to
all
say
the time.
though, if he's contacting the people who are like the caretakers of these properties,
Yeah.
they probably would be people who would say they had experienced or seen stuff before.
This
Yeah.
is true.
So
they want
those,
it to feel haunted.
Yeah. Those should be the people who are saying that they have been still seeing things, you would think. If he's just tracking general sightings across the country, I 100% understand why those have gone down.
yeah.
Like the things we were just talking about. But if
Yeah.
he's specifically going to the people being like, hey, you are a tour guide at
For
a
a haunted
haunted
place.
castle.
Yeah.
Has there
Mhm.
been any sightings lately? And they're like, no, that does seem like that's exactly the person who would be believing and on the lookout for something that they could blame on ghosts.
Look, we joke here. but I think that this is bad
He
news.
might be onto something.
I think he might be onto something.
This is bad news for us.
It's bad news for us, very specific.
Well, okay, specifically, why is it bad for us? One, less ghosts means less
Hilarious
ghosts to marry.
content.
Less ghosts to marry.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What
And-
else do
end
people
of
go with
list.
ghosts?
I really don't know.
Uh,
I just feel like ghosts,
I was trying to think. I was like, I feel like we've talked about ghosts a lot.
but it's
Has
always
it
in that.
only been people fucking
yeah.
and marrying
Yeah.
ghosts?
I think so.
Damn, that's funny.
Yeah.
It's all just been ghost relationships.
God.
Couple of
it's-
various hauntings we've probably talked
That
about.
means that, like, okay. All right, let's think
We
of
had to have talked about a haunting.
Dr. Paul, is that his name?
yeah,
Fucking idiot. Anyway, Dr. Paul.
the nuclear physicist.
You know what? I'm just gonna call him Paul.
Okay.
Paul,
Paul.
a gentleman,
Yeah, a normal
Mr.
man.
Paul.
a normal man, Mr. Paul, is assuming, if we're going by his rules, which is every ghost has X amount of energy
spirit.
it can expend
Mhm.
to manifest itself into the world.
Yeah,
Fucking's gotta be a lot.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
How do you have a whole relationship?
But
How do you fuck multiple
I feel
times?
like,
like that-
so much energy.
do you
could
come in
also
with? Does
be-
everyone have different amounts of energy, or
Probably
like,
depends like on how you die, how long you lived.
if you die mid fuck, you
What
probably
your
got a lot
life
of
was
fuck
like.
energy.
but I
Mm.
feel like ghost fucking would recharge. I feel like that would be a recharge.
You think that recharges it?
Oh yeah.
The static
Oh,
electricity
it's like
from the
it's like a
friction.
net neutral use because you're using it up, but also recharging in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
process.
Okay.
I think it does expend, but also replenishes as you fill it up.
Yeah.
Okay, perpetual motion machine
Exactly.
of ghosts.
It's a Mobius strip
of ghosts.
of energy.
So you
of
see, when they
ghost
broke
energy.
up that relationship and they
Uh-huh.
decided they didn't want to be with that human alive person anymore,
Oh, then they
that was a
disintegrated.
huge commitment on their part because they were like,
They were like, "Fuck."
I just can't anymore.
Yeah, that means they were like, "I'm ready
I'm ready to die for real.
die again.
That's how much I don't
hate
want to
you.
be with you.
I want to die." Well, this is my question: are they? Well, okay. This is my problem with Mr. Paul.
Okay.
This
Is
you finally
that
got
no,
to
no,
it.
I have a couple of
Got
issues.
down to the core. Of
Well,
it.
this is okay. So he's supposing that they run out of energy. So is he just saying that they still exist and they're around
no,
us,
because he
and
said that
they
they-
just don't have the energy to manifest, or is he saying that they fuck off and go to hell finally?
I think both. I think he's saying that.
Oh, so a ghost life is like purgatory?
Yes, he's saying
Oh.
that they have moved on.
okay.
In the
But how do you recharge them if
unquote.
they're not like if they've gone to another plane? How
Mhm.
you recharging those guys?
I don't think you can. I think they're gone. then.
Yep, that's it. They're
Wow.
done.
So
They're
the ones that
donezo.
have gone are just fucked.
Okay,
Yeah.
so then question.
I'll answer it
Like,
as I have as much expertise.
Thank you, Mr. Paul.
As Mr. Paul.
Yeah.
I feel like, I mean, this is just like a thing that he is bummed about, right? Like, we don't need ghosts.
I don't know.
That's
I think
what
it'd
you
be
say.
like.
I mean,
think,
it's like,
They
I'm
enrich
kind of
our lives.
asking, I guess.
I think people who
Yeah,
were
sure,
like
okay.
super into Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy,
Yeah.
and they're like, man, ghosts. It's like it's nice to have a thing like that that
Still.
still exists.
Yeah.
And I bet it's just
yeah.
like a fun thing to think. It's a fun thing to believe is real.
I also have to say that and we've
Yeah.
talked about this before, obviously, because we've talked about people fucking ghosts a lot. Is that
is a weird
I
sentence.
want
Any other podcast could say that.
I'm once if there's any podcast that can say it, it's this one.
Mhm.
I want ghosts to exist. I
Yeah.
love horror movies. I love that shit. I love the supernatural. I think Mr. Paul's wrong.
In terms
don't-
of having energy,
I don't-
Storage?
You know what? Honestly, okay. Here's what I don't hate about Mr. Paul's theory.
ghost
I
batteries.
think that if there is such a thing, I think that on some level there is some sort of weird X factor energy, perhaps.
Yeah.
A residual thing that maybe we leave behind. I think certainly amongst living beings, I think people can pick up on energies. That this is about as woo-woo as I genuinely get, where I do feel like there are times in my life where I'll have a momentum of positivity, and like it does steamroll and it
Mhm.
does build momentum and like stuff like that. It's the same thing when you spiral, that like people can
Yeah.
feel that and they don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's sort of like I believe that, like there's some whatever that is, or you energy,
I believe it's called
pheromones,
vibes.
depression, vibes, whatever it is. It feels like there's something. Great, fine. If you're gonna base fake ghost science on something, I think that's a great thing to base it on.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if dead things have that. I don't like. We're talking Riz, basically, right? We're just talking like straight
You
up.
bringing Riz back? God damn it.
But also, like, why are
The
we
Ghost
not
Riz reserves are going out. What if that was the headline? Ghost Riz reserves
Ghost losing
at,
Riz?
at all-time low.
But
No
why
more
are
ghost
there-
fucking.
Why are
Ghost fuckers in danger.
why are we not making new ghosts?
I think because by the time people in this time, like when they die,
They've
they're
worked
like,
their shit out.
they want to get the fuck out of here.
You think we've just been therapized too much that we like have worked our stuff
Or
out?
it could be to Joey's point, like we're living longer, better on the whole.
We know
lives.
more.
And so there's just like per death, less people are dying with that ghost energy happening.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like this is it. See, this is what's flawed about Mr. Paul's whole thing. Is like you can't just be like it's an energy that might be able to recharge. You got to be like how these guys get made.
Yeah.
How they
that's
get
what I'm
made.
saying.
How they
How can
they
we not make a new one?
Death.
Because I would
Paul?
think we all have an opportunity to be a fucking ghost,
Yeah.
Paul.
Mm.
All of our energy cannot be created nor destroyed.
I really
So we're gonna also account for that, Paul. Nuclear physicist Paul.
Yeah, you should know that.
You should
Shit.
know that.
Okay.
Well, that's why he's saying that the energy needs to be recharged. Like some sort of nuclear
so then
reactor.
if to Kyle
Yeah.
to go sciencey on it then.
Yeah.
To go science on this
Please,
ghost
let's
thing.
do it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So then if the energy cannot be created or nor destroyed, what did we do that's taken up all the ghost energy? Where is that energy going?
I guess you're transferring it into fucking.
It's
No,
the
but we
internet.
just said
It
that
becomes
was
fuck
gonna
energy.
What if the internet is powered by ghosts?
Rocco.
Yeah.
AI.
AI sucking up the
AI's
ghosts.
ghosts.
We got abundant ghosts.
Holy shit.
Feed the computers
This
the
is
ghosts.
why they're racist and get shit wrong. They
Finally.
old.
Wow, that's true. Yeah, that's a good point. This is why they're fucked up. Oh God, AI's just haunted.
AI just old ghosts.
AI old ghost. Spread the word. AI's old ghost.
That's
That theory is as good as Mr. Paul's.
That's where the energy is transferring
Where's all
to.
these ghosts going? Oh, they're going into AI. They're powering AI. And AI old. Old ghosts.
the worst part is you
It's
could
correct.
just
Is
join
it
that
makes
conversation
sense.
and then they could be like, that is incorrect because of my other completely made up idea.
Yeah.
But the beauty of it is then I could be like, that is incorrect because of my made up idea. Is that AI is ghost.
My
Old
name is
racist
Mr.
ghost.
Doctor.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Mr. Doctor.
Alternate theory.
Yes. Great.
Reincarnation.
Great. Yeah.
Are we, I don't actually know the answer, I'm going to assume,
Please.
making, because the population is obviously growing and growing, making way more babies.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
So-
like, we're reincarnating faster. And so this ghosts are just into new babies
Oh, you're
faster
getting, they're
than they
getting
used
sucked
to.
in. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, then the question is there a cap on how many people we can have on the world? We gonna run out of
Oh,
souls?
shit.
We gonna run out of souls?
I
in
mean, then you
reserve?
say, like, where did they come from to begin with?
Oh, it's chicken.
And
the
this
egg,
is
man.
this is my problem
It's
with
Mr.
Mr. Paul.
Ghost or the baby.
It
It's
was the
Mr. Paul.
dinosaurs. We had to blow up the dinosaurs.
Mr.
so
Paul's
then,
coming in at the end of the conversation and being like, "Oh, you know, the energy might be able to recharge." We're like, where'd they fucking come from, Paul? Where'd they fucking come from, dude?
Well,
And I understand
Yeah,
we
there's
don't
a
have
finite
to.
amount of souls.
But
that,
this
like-
is the thing: is like I understand, like in physics, we start in the middle or at the end a lot because we start from observable
Yeah.
facts that can be measured. So
Yeah.
I understand it's hard. You do have to backtrack to the beginning. Paul is measuring nothing.
He's observing that there's
Nothing.
less sightings,
Yes,
Kyle.
yes,
Less-
he's observing there are less, but there's no measure of energy. Like if
Guys.
this guy doesn't have a fucking Geiger counter, he's out there up. Ghost energy's going down here.
I think I figured it out.
Go.
Yeah.
I think after the pandemic, and everyone
Oh,
started.
we
to
can't
kind-
blame this on the pandemic.
No. I'm saying everyone kind of realized and took stock of what their time was worth.
Mhm.
The ghosts realized that they have not been getting shit for all these tourist trap haunted places.
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck would I keep doing this?
Yeah.
It's so they've just bought into the new.
You're saying that tourism tanked and they
culture,
were like,
like,
fuck
the
off.
new-
Yeah, like I don't
Yeah.
need to do this anymore. I'm gonna go to the next thing.
It's like they weren't getting theirs, so why should I put in the effort for you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What were they getting?
nothing.
Just
I mean, cred,
yeah, I guess street cred.
fame.
Ghost
Fame,
cred.
sure. Ghost
Some people
fame.
do a lot for fame.
That's
Kind of
true.
like Monsters Inc., but for ghosts. Maybe that's how they recharged, by scaring.
Screams.
Yeah,
Ugh.
and since tourism went down, they didn't have people to
There
scare.
weren't enough screams.
Yeah,
We got to get Paul on the phone. Let's call him.
you know what we could get on the phone? Why don't we call Brian?
Let's call Brian.
Except we can't get Brian on the phone.
Oh yeah, let's
Oh,
call the other one. Can you give Kim the other number and she'll just type it in?
That other number is not going to work. This is clearly the right number.
No. I mean his brother.
Oh.
He might
well,
not
he
answer.
won't answer for me.
That's true.
Kyle's got to be the one.
Kyle,
to do
here,
It.
Kim,
We got
turn
a
off
pair.
your Bluetooth.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Like, I'll cut this out of the show.
Turn off your Bluetooth.
Okay, let's call Michael.
All right.
Let's call Michael.
He's been on the show, right?
Actually, I don't know if he's
No.
been on the show. He
We've
sent us
discussed
pizza.
him. He sent us pizza. We
I
talked
thought
about
he
him.
came on one time.
This
That could
is
be
good.
crazy.
Let's
Hi,
hope that.
you reached my
God
damn it,
Straight
Michael!
to
voicemail.
I'll get
Well,
back
let's
to you
leave a
as soon as I
message.
can. Thanks.
Kyle, you talk first.
Hey, Michael. We were just calling from LOLJK podcast.
Hi, Michael.
and-
Hey.
Hi, Michael. And obviously, your brother's not picking up his phone, and we
He was
were
supposed to
trying
be on
talk
the show
him.
today, you know.
And he was supposed to be on the show today, but I guess he's making memories. And then we were like, oh, maybe we call Michael. Maybe he'd want to be on the show. Maybe we did like hang out and kind of talk a little bit, make Brian jealous, but it's fine. When you get this voicemail, could you call Brian Hungus for the rest of your trip?
He would love it.
I think he would get a
love
kick
that.
out of
I
it.
think he'd get a real kick out of calling him Hungus.
And ask him if he has snacks.
I think that'd be pretty good.
And also, if you get this voicemail within the next, say, 45 minutes, give us a call back.
Okay.
Okay, bye, Michael.
Bye, Michael.
Bye.
Okay, I think that's good.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
got-
yeah.
Pretty
Good work.
Listen, we tried.
We did try. We'll call Brian again later. Kim.
Yeah. So my original topic I was gonna do,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't do it now because I need to know more, but I will bring it at a later date. Was actually about the I will say alarming, that's my own word,
Mhm.
amount of research and
Mhm.
documentation
If you bring up ghosts
of
again, I'm gonna
children speaking about their past lives.
Oh, so it's kinda ghosts.
Yeah.
A reincarnation. Yeah.
shit. Whoa.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's what I was going to talk about.
Okay.
There's like University of
Retroactive segue.
University of Virginia is compiling it. It's just like crazy, the stories that some kids have. And there's like kids have like birthmarks that correspond with like wounds or birthmarks on the people that they say they used to be.
Weird.
There
I
was-
hate that.
The one that I was reading was this kid who was 4 and he started having nightmares where he was waking up clutching his chest, saying that his heart was exploding in Hollywood, and he lived in like Oklahoma, and his mom, like, he kept talking about like all this stuff, and
Yeah.
like that reminded him of Paris, and like talking about like
This is gonna make me fweep. I'm gonna
Playing-
fweep. I'm
Yeah.
gonna unsolve mysteries. I'm gonna.
playing that he was making movies with his friends and stuff. And
Weird.
and his mom went to the library and got books about old Hollywood, and they were looking at it, and suddenly they found a picture, and the kid
He said
was
it
like,
him.
I know that's George, and we made that picture, blah blah blah, and he said it like that,
No.
and they looked it up, and that actor was a guy named George something, and then like they found some other pictures from that movie, and he was like, that's me, and they couldn't find at the time like who that actor was that he said it was him, but like he knew from like a picture from a book about old Hollywood
that.
movies that
That's
guy's name was
terrifying.
George.
I would
And-
hate to have a child do that to me.
Okay,
So
move this away a little bit.
anyways, I'm gonna do some more research, find some more highlights on that.
don't do any more
I will
research
say
than
that
I-
I wanna
no,
know
please
more.
do more. I love that shit.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, it gives
It's
me the
very-
water eyes.
It gives it's the unsolved mystery face.
But
Yeah.
while I was reading about that, I don't know how these things are related,
Okay.
but there was like it must have been at the bottom of the article, or like you might also be interested in this or something. And I was just like, oh, that. I want
Oh, yeah, that's
that
right. I
instead.
heard you say you wanted to
Okay.
do it.
And so instead, I would like to talk about Japan's Naked Men festivals.
Oh, I know about the Naked Man. I've had this in my email for a long time.
Oh, I have no idea.
Well, there's multiple. It's like a type of festival that they have.
Like every town
It's like a
has,
running
or
of the
like
bulls,
every-
but they just
No,
wear diapers.
they're all kind of different. The common thread with all of them is that one of the core components is that it's all men participating.
Okay.
They only wear these little white socks and like
Sumo
basically
diaper.
like a white, fabric thong
Sure.
sumo situation. And they have names that represent these traditional garments, and I'm not going to attempt what they are, and I apologize that I don't know what they are. But
You don't have to
they call the
apologize.
socks
It's
a
honestly
certain
better
thing,
you didn't even
and
try.
they
That's
call the underwear situation a certain thing.
They call it the
and-
underwear situation.
And
Opening for string cheese incident.
the floss.
and
The underwear situation.
The underwear situation.
oh my gosh, where'd my thing go? I'm sorry. And there's several of them coincide with the Lunar New Year.
Okay.
But they have them for different occasions as well. Like some of them have like a harvest festival one, and there's multiple ones across the country that they do that are very famous. And most of them have been running for like hundreds of years.
That's fucking
if
awesome.
not like 1,000 years.
That's
It's like
even better.
It sounds like those penis forests or whatever that like
the Tanuki Fest.
Yeah, like
there was one
dongs aplenty.
There was one that I think got it kind of in the news recently that had been going for 1,000 years, and they announced that
They
this
couldn't
year was
do
the
it.
last one because there had not been enough people. Japan's population is famously declining a lot. Like their birth rate is not keeping up at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
And so they just don't have enough people that are
Because they're all
interested
fucking computers.
in participating that are like that can do it. Like the people who used to do it are getting too old. They
Yeah.
can't be running around naked anymore.
Mhm.
And so there's just not enough young people interested. And so they said, we're not going to do it anymore.
That's sad. For 1,000 years.
Yeah. And so this
That-
this year was their
I'll
last
go.
one.
I fly out there. Whatever. Like
They
I
are
feel
they
bad.
are a
I want-
tourist attraction.
I want to help
People
them.
go to
But can
watch.
Kyle
I
be
want.
in it?
I want
I
them.
don't think so.
This
don't
is
know.
bullshit. I want to help them keep it alive.
I don't
Well,
think Kyle
so
can-
there's others that are alive and well. And
Yeah, but can I be
the
in
other
them?
common things that these ones
I just want people to see me.
I just want people to see my
particularly the
butt.
Lunar New Year ones seem to have in common is that, well, A, it's like January or February, right? So it's fucking
Amazing.
cold.
Great. Hard nips.
And they're out there in socks and a thong, basically.
Amazing. That's so fun.
And the ones that I have read about that are around Lunar New Year also all seem to have some component of cleansing in water.
Great,
Oh, in
yeah.
addition to
So
being
there's a
outside?
polar
Yeah,
plunge
yeah.
as well.
Yeah. And mostly they cleanse in like a river or something.
Oh,
so
God,
they're
so cold.
outside in freezing water with like nothing on.
Oh no.
Getting
I just
wet.
can't figure out why this tradition is going away.
But so then there are a couple specific ones. It sounded like there were 3 most famous ones for Lunar New Year. One is this one they're not going to be doing anymore.
Bummer.
And then there were these other 2, and I could have my facts wrong, but these 2 I wanted to talk about like what they do. So there's one where they get a particular person that they called like the god something, and they have one man who's participating who's going to be this guy for the festival each year.
Okay.
And so they take this guy and they put him in isolation in the shrine where he's in isolation and like supposed to be in prayer for like a couple of days prior to the festival.
Jeez.
And no one
Okay.
like sees him or whatever.
Great.
Then the whole point of this festival is that then all these naked dudes, thousands of them, come. They do their
They come?
they come to this place. Ha 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 ha.
Flooding the streets.
They all
With ghost
cleanse
energy.
themselves in this river, and then they wait for them to bring out this guy from the temple or the shrine.
Do they gotta catch this guy?
And so they wait for him to be presented. Before he is presented, he is shaved from head to toe and
I don't wanna do
presented
it.
to everyone totally naked,
Without the
Amazing.
diaper.
without the diaper or the socks.
Okay.
Wow.
And his job is
Short and
to
scrotum.
make as much contact with all of the other men.
Oh, so
as
he's
possible.
going after
He
them.
just walks out and everyone wants to touch him. Because apparently they're transferring what would be their misfortune for the upcoming year
Onto
to
him?
And then in ancient
Wait,
times,
so is he actively
so
taking
he's
it?
taking their misfortune from
so
them.
he knows that he is.
And in ancient times, after he finished his walk,
Did they
he
kill
would
him?
go back to wherever he was going to go and then be sacrificed.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, that was my only. I was like, that's what has to happen, right? He like takes all their misfortune, and then what? This guy has the worst life ever, forever.
So
Like,
Yeah.
So I guess that's what happens nowadays. He
Yeah.
wishes they just sacrifice him.
wow.
But so now
It's a real Jesus move.
the
Yeah.
other famous one that happens around Lunar New Year is similar but different.
Yeah.
In that the winner, we'll call it, becomes the luckiest man of the village for the
Oh,
next
that's
year.
exciting.
That's a better one.
Okay.
Right?
I'll
So
do that
like-
one.
Very similar themes.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
lucky, unlucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this one, same thing. Thousands, 10,000
Yeah.
naked men. Well,
Yeah.
socks and thongs,
A diaper situation.
dripping wet, February,
Yeah.
all just waiting for the priest to come out from the shrine and throw 2 sticks into the
God.
crowd. And then the job is to find a stick.
Okay.
And so these wet, naked, cold men are just fighting and wrestling around each other to try and be the one at the end who has one of the sticks.
What do they? Do they time it?
I'm not sure how it designates this as the end, but just like, I just can't imagine how much is getting grabbed.
Oh, I mean, like diapers are leaving their
Yeah,
bodies.
yeah.
Right?
Like,
No
way
there's
they're
a lot
staying
of
on.
actual
Like there's
nude men by the
so
end of
much just full on groping.
it. Absolutely.
Like,
yeah.
But I like that makes me feel like claustrophobic just thinking about like
well, you should see some pictures.
like a concert pylon, you
Yeah.
know? Like that
that's
feels
just
dangerous.
naked men.
Whoa, that is too many.
Yeah.
The one that I had in my email
This one says it's thought about 10,000 men participated in this event on Saturday.
God,
the one
This
that
is the one where they had to find sticks.
that's amazing.
was that festival that was going to get shut down, but they invited women to do it.
That was a different festival. They invited women for the first time.
Yeah, so
But-
women are now part of it.
But
so that they, could
they
keep it
they
going.
participate in a different way. They don't do the same activity as the men, and they wear a different outfit.
Right, they wear
Yeah.
a top diaper.
They
A boob
wear
diaper.
they wear a short coat.
I don't know what that
It
is.
said like they're fully covered.
Oh,
Like it's a coat that is short. Like,
got it.
look at these fellas, so happy to be wet and naked together.
Look, I bet the camaraderie's great. I bet.
I think it'd be a ton of fun. Absolutely. I would love to go and participate.
I would love to give
A
my
mass
misfortune to someone.
jostle ensued. For the following 2 hours, the crowd of men pushed and felt around for the sacred sticks.
Yeah, I got your stick.
How long?
2 hours.
I got your stick. You want a stick? I get you a
man,
stick.
That's too long. I would just hope to find it immediately and shove it down my butt crack, I guess.
Hide it. Put it in your pocket.
Thousands of other people go to the temple to light lanterns and watch the men compete.
I would love to do one of these.
A naked
I-
man festival?
Yeah, I think it'd be really
Where was
fun.
my other thing?
I wonder
found
if they
about
let
it?
you do it. I'm sure they've
I
let
bet
a-
they wouldn't. I bet.
You
it's-
think so?
I think
you think
could,
they'd be like, no thanks, Whitey.
I think you could observe. I think that's it.
Mm. I mean, listen, understandable.
Yeah, yeah.
I get it. I wouldn't be offended if they didn't. But I would be bummed.
You'd be,
Oh, this is the one
you'd
that
be
allows
offended
women.
later. You're like, we talk to you about it. You'd be like, no, I get it. And then by the end of it, be like, why didn't they fucking
What
let me
the fuck? I'd have a great.
this is
I would have
the-
been great.
Did you say I have a great
I
winner?
respected
did.
this. I respected the shit out of this festival.
They would have loved this dick.
The one that where they give their misfortune onto the guy, that's the one where they've allowed women to include. It said they've always been allowed as spectators, but this year they'll include 40 women as official participants.
Amazing.
They'll be skipping the minimally clad finish. And they will be making offerings
I mean,
of
not to be
bamboo
rude, but
grass
why?
at the shrine. I don't know.
I mean, like, I'm not saying they have to be topless, but it's like, why? I mean, that's part of it. Like, Get out.
They
Get
should.
out there. Show it
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, and then it says, I like
Feel
this
around.
part too.
Even just a T-shirt.
Sharing the spotlight
A what?
is a 4-ton
dumb.
Okagami mochi, aka gigantic rice cake.
Ooh.
4 ton?
Uh-huh.
How?
I don't
4
know.
ton.
Here, the gigantic jiggly specimen sits in the shrine like a lucky Jabba the Hutt, waiting to be cut up and distributed at the end of the festivities. Consume it, and it's believed you will be protected from sickness. And given all that cold water splashing around, it's no wonder the semi-nude faithful are always quick to line up for their share.
Okay. I'd
Uh,
love to do it. I think it'd be great.
This was a good article. It started off, this was the first sentence. Skin thwaps skin as a mass of 10,000 loincloth-clad men undulates with rumbling kinetic energy.
Whoa. Someone's doing the work in that one.
Wow.
Speaking of...
Who wrote that? Give it. Say the byline.
Keep going. Talk lower. Call Brian back. I got a good word I want him to share in. Speaking of.
Oh, do you want me to call him?
Yeah, 'cause you're paired
You're
now.
connected now.
See, but now Brian might pick up because he thinks it might be an emergency because
We're all calling it.
Because Kyle's at his house.
Oh.
which could be good.
He also knows you're here recording.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he's gonna know. Oh, it'd be a good trick though.
Panic him. Yeah, good trick.
SOS.
No, don't do that. Don't really try and scare him. That's not nice.
If he does pick up, I'll actually feel bad this time
Why?
because then he did pick up because he thought it was an emergency.
Just say it right away. It's not an emergency.
He
Also, though,
knows that
I
you're
will say
here.
though, if it was an emergency at this time, I'd probably just call his wife,
Yeah.
which is realistic,
Yeah.
which is fine.
No.
Hi, this is
He
Brian
hates
Carney.
this
I
so
am
much,
unable
I
to
can
answer the
tell.
phone right now. Please leave
You
a
can
message.
tell he
Thanks.
hates it.
Hungus!
Sup, Hungus. I just wanted you to be on when I told everybody this cool word that I found.
Okay.
So this is a word of the year.
Oh,
It is a Dutch word.
Mm-hmm.
Brian, this is
word of the year according to who?
2008 was named the
Dr.
word of
Paul.
the year in the
2008.
Netherlands and Belgium
Okay.
Okay.
in 2008. So, Zwaffelen.
Okay.
It's Waffelen.
Zwaffelen.
Uh-huh.
Swaffelen. Did I say that right?
Sure.
Zwaffelen.
Waffelen? Sure.
It is a Dutch term meaning to hit one's soft or semi-hard penis, often repeatedly, against an object or another person's body. The act of swaffelen often takes place in the form of teasing, crude humor, or degrading context, but can also be a sexual act. When the act is practiced on a person, it is often the person's cheek that is hit with a flaccid or semi-hard penis. So, in your daily travels and your
Yeah,
vacation,
this will come up so often.
I think you finally have a word for it. Swaffelen. Okay, thanks, Brian.
Bye.
Bye.
Swaffelen.
Swaffelen.
I love
There's a
that
word
this
for
was
that.
a trend that was happening so often.
So Swaffelen.
It became the word of the year.
Yeah.
That people
Word
were just
of the year.
hitting their friends with their flaccid dick.
No.
It's like teabagging, but
Yeah.
it was like happening in real life and
But
not
just-
video games. Yeah.
A golf clap with your genitals.
I mean,
I-
I'm sure it's meaner than that.
Yeah.
You think?
Probably,
You think it would
yeah.
like leave a mark?
Yeah, probably.
I mean, wouldn't it hurt your dick to hit them that hard?
Depends on how much purpose you
It
got
depends on
behind
what
it.
you're hitting, and depends on who and what you're hitting.
The cheek. That's what it said.
You think that's a butt?
Oh,
Said the person's cheek.
Like face?
cheek
I think
or
they mean
butt,
face.
or butt. I mean, either way, I don't think that would hurt. No, it wouldn't hurt the penis, probably.
No, that would
No, I mean, like, if you
No.
hit hard enough to leave a mark.
Oh, no, probably not.
Okay.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
You can't know until you try it.
It depends on how much ghost
guess we'll
energy
never
you have
know.
left in your dick.
All right. I guess we'll find out when Kim's asleep. Kyle, what's your topic?
No. Oh God. I have an animal related topic in honor of Brian.
Mm.
Mhm.
So an interesting thing happened this week, I believe. Here in California. Oh no, this happened last year, but they just got like the autopsy results back. So back in November, a
Uh-huh.
woman in a very rural, mountainous area of California was found dead inside of her home. So, like, yeah, no one had heard
Keep it
from her
light.
for a while. They went to do a wellness check, and they found her dead.
A
And
lot
it
of
was
death
like,
this episode.
and it was
Yeah.
like a pretty grisly scene, and there was a shit ton of evidence that a bear had been inside of the house for many days.
Like pre-death.
So all they knew, they showed up, there was a dead woman,
Kyle, this lady's fucking a
and
bear. I don't
then-
know if I can handle
and then there
it.
was a bear that
How
had
do they
been
know
living
that?
in the house, and the bear had been eating her over the course of many days. So the initial thought was
She
that
died,
she died prior,
and the bear found her.
and then the
Yeah.
bear found her.
Oh,
But
okay.
now, this week, the autopsy results came back, and they revealed that she was definitely killed inside of her home by the bear,
Holy shit!
by like it swiping or biting her neck.
Holy shit.
So it's important for a number it's important because it's the first known fatal like
Bear
black
attack.
bear attack in California, period.
So it just broke into her house?
No one knows.
Whoa.
That's the other thing. It's like, so it's like this weird mystery of where like
what
it-
what
what
what instigated that?
so like the bear wasn't there when they got there. Like it was gone. Like
I was
it was
gonna be
just
pissed
clearly
they took his
evidence
food
that it
away.
was there.
Shit, the
But
cops.
like they did,
The
but
fuzz
they
scatter.
but they did find it.
They did
They
find
found
it?
the bear wasn't there, but they did find the bear nearby,
Whoa.
and like through DNA figured out that it was the bear that attacked
Mhm.
her, and like
Right.
like
They
had to
killed
like
it.
put it
Yeah.
down and everything. But like apparently she had been having issues with bears on the property, which is like pretty normal
For where she was.
where she was, and like in a lot
Where
of
was this?
It was in California in a place called I feel like
A mountainy
It
place.
was in a place called it was in Sierra County, near Lake Tahoe, like the south side
so
of Lake
like
Tahoe.
a wooded area.
Hmm.
Wooded mountain.
Mhm.
Oh, it's a small mountain community near like the banks of the Yuba River,
Mhm, mhm.
which I have heard of. But I guess it's like a crazy thing where like her daughter was saying that the bears were trying to get in through broken windows, and that her mom had to physically hit one from keeping it to come in.
Jesus.
And like there was one of the bears that was like a constant like visitor that kind of kept coming back.
That's
so like
a nightmare. God.
but
Yeah.
it's like kind of crazy in terms of like
why were these bears obsessed with getting in this woman's house?
this is what the authorities was kind of trying to figure out, as they were like,
That
well,
is
there
such
was
unusual bear
they were like, well,
behavior.
there's like
Are they
trash. There
cocaine
was
bears?
like trash on site, and like like maybe she wasn't she was an older woman, like in her 70s, like so maybe she wasn't doing some of the like more practical normal things like repairing your windows after a bear tries to get in. Like so maybe she wasn't doing some of the more like just practical things that you would normally
Yeah.
do if you live in like a mountainous area
Yeah.
to keep animals
yeah.
from coming and getting
That's
on your
so
property.
scary to me.
Yeah.
Also, it
But-
was in November.
Yes.
Isn't that a weird time for a bear to be aggressive?
It's weird for a lot of reasons. Weird time for it to be
Because
aggressive.
like, aren't bears usually going to be the most aggressive when they're like just coming out of hibernation and they're really hungry
And
Not
they
going
have-
into
and
it.
they have cubs or
Mm,
something?
Yes, cubs and stuff like that. The point is that black bears are way less
aggressive. in
aggressive
general.
than
Yeah.
grizzly bears. So like it's weird. It's just weird in general that like the first fatal bear attack in Cal is like
yeah.
a fucking not like a grizzly bear, which is like on our state flag.
Right.
So like it's just like they honestly like black bears just like don't really fuck with humans like at all.
Yeah.
Really, like they'll really just kind of like go the other way.
Well, because
unless
like
we,
they
do
wander.
something.
Like I know, like this time of year when they're coming out of hibernation. Well, not this time of year. A couple months back, when they're coming out of hibernation, people in like the foothill areas, even around
Yeah.
here, will see black bears all the
Yeah.
time. Or like in the summer, you hear reports of like bears going in people's swimming pools
Yeah.
around here all the time and stuff in
Absolutely.
the foothills because it's
Yeah.
so hot or like, yeah. But that's
But this is
but like
like
they're not like they're just like, yes, you stay away from the bear, you call somebody, like whatever.
So-
Or it's like cute footage on the news tonight. Or like some
But
of the
this is
bears
like
in
the
his
thing-
backyard, but like they're
But
not
this
ever
is
trying
so
to like
crazy.
be aggressive
There's,
towards
like-
the people.
okay. There's probably many scenarios, but there's 2 scenarios. This bear went full on crazy zombie mode
Yeah.
and just had to get in.
Mm.
And like they didn't even say how it got in. They don't like I don't think they can
Well, who
tell
knows?
like, how
if
it
it's
got
been
in.
like
Yeah,
if it's
if it's
been
been
living there for
going
a
in and
while, it's
out.
hard to say
Yeah.
when certain
But,
things
like,
happened.
So
Ugh.
it either went full on zombie mode and like just had to break in, or this dummy left her door open or something. Like I don't know. Like I just like I can't imagine a bear trying to break into your home. And then I was also thinking, I was like, if you saw a bear trying to break into your home, aren't you going to just like another room and locking the door? And then I'm also like, but I also don't know if that helps with bear. Like if
the
a bear,
is
like
psycho
if you
and trying to get in your house,
like
is
if a
he
bear's
coming for
trying to get
you?
in your house and you're trying to fight it off, you're like, damn, this thing's gonna come through the window. Okay, I'm gonna go to my bedroom and lock myself in. It's like,
It'll just get in there.
well, that's what I'm
But
saying.
why would
Is it
it
gonna
want to
get in
the
there?
bedroom? If
I
it's
don't know.
If it's in the kitchen, why
Yeah.
would it want to come in the bedroom?
Yeah, go eat the trash.
Yeah.
Don't eat me. I'm gonna fight you. Like,
Yeah.
go eat the chicken bones that I have in my trash.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, also,
Climate change.
can you imagine?
Yeah.
You're just on a wellness check.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You're just.
You're just gonna go check on this.
It's a
I'm gonna check
confused
on-
old. It's a
Oh.
confused old person. They lost their phone. Oh, Brian thought it was an emergency.
You want to answer or no?
Yeah, I got it. Brian.
Oh, is it not connected anymore?
Oh, what?
Sure, that's still where I answered my phone.
Brian.
What's
hello.
up?
Hey, bud.
Hey.
How you doing?
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
Oh, doing great.
Hey,
Just
Michael.
playing some nose with my brother. Playing nose.
Playing nose.
I don't know what that is.
Playing nose, baby.
I don't know what that is. Michael, what's up, bud?
Oh, that's Michael. Hi, Michael.
Hey, how's it
Couldn't
going?
tell that wasn't Brian.
I was like, Brian sounds weird.
How you doing? What are you guys doing? What are you
What are you
up
guys
to?
doing? Are you thinking about us?
We're
You talking
playing
about us?
nose.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's a great game.
Yes.
There's like a whole bunch of pieces with dots on them, and you like connect the dots together,
So connect
and you run a
4?
train on it. Yeah, you run train on the nose.
You just dump nose all over the
You just dump nose out of the box.
Damn.
What are you guys talking about?
I honestly thought we were gonna be weird about this, and then it got way weirder when you called us back.
Did you call Brian Hungus yet?
Did I call Brian Hungus yet?
Did
No.
you
Why would
listen to
Why
your
would anyone
message?
ever call Brian Hungus?
Because he looks like a hungus.
No, we
It's a
didn't
better
listen to
name.
the. No, we didn't listen to the message. No,
Yeah,
why would
that's
we
fair.
listen to it?
Is
Man.
it because they were too long?
hip deep in nose over here.
I mean, we didn't even look at the length.
Oh, they were long.
They were
That's fine.
well, it's fine.
Did-
You're missing
wait,
all
wait.
this.
Very important question. Very important question. Did Tungus call back?
Oh no.
He did
No.
not.
No.
Fucker.
Horseshit.
No.
We gave him
Okay.
enough chances and
Well,
gold.
then what are we talking to you guys for?
Well,
You're doing the thing he
Yeah, what
couldn't.
flavor cupcake do you
You're
guys
calling
want?
back.
Do you want white, pink, blue, or spider?
Spider.
What?
Of cupcakes? Oh, we
What's a
got it.
spider?
You guys, we got to
What are you
step this
talking
up. They're out weirding us, and I don't like it. Podcast.
the best thing we've had in a while.
All right, fair enough. All right, we're gonna let you go. Thank you.
We'll call you later.
Oh, you sure? Okay, I love you guys.
Love
Bye,
you
bye,
guys. Bye. You did a good job. I'll be
It's
honest.
not funny if I don't understand what they're talking about.
It was a good play.
It was a good play. Yeah, that's the
It
only
was
way
a
it
good
could've
play. There
Yeah.
was that had to have been that it had to have been a couple drinks and a couple
Oh, yeah.
a couple
gone. Like, just will you call them so I don't have to? Listen to your fucking messages.
God damn it!
We put a lot of work into those.
I'll say it. Pretty impressive that they called it just completely said absolute nonsense.
What is
Yeah.
Nose? Is that a
immediately.
thing? Is that a real
I don't
thing?
know if it's a real game.
It sounded like they were playing tic-tac-toe.
Sounds like a game. They said
What
it
if
was
they're playing
running.
dominoes?
You're playing a.
Ah.
That makes more sense.
I
It was
mean,
just
I don't know if it
dominoes.
was. I'm just saying. It
I mean,
sounds
almost
like
It
they were
must
certainly
be
it
the
was.
street
They said
version.
it was it's the street version.
When you say Nose on the street.
They were playing the street version of dominoes. I don't know how we didn't get Nose. I think they just came out the gate so strong that we just were so.
Well, I wasn't
so-
on board on it first either because I was like, Brian sounds funny.
I
I thought you
don't-
said Brian's calling me back.
He was.
Oh, but that was
Yeah.
he called on. Okay, see,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
that's where I was.
That's where you got it. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
get it. I get it.
I
It's
can't
fine.
find any game called. Nose.
Yeah. They were definitely talking about dominoes.
Yeah. Well, who do we have to thank for all these voicemails?
Well, we have a sponsor board, and on that sponsor board, some of the sponsors are real and some of the sponsors are fake. But of course, the realest of the real are our patron sponsors. And today's patron sponsors are
Number 4 first. I remembered.
Yay! Heather Ransom!
Yay! Cam, help me out here. God damn it!
Yay.
And
Sorry.
the OG Eggman.
Yay!
And then of course I'm still trying to figure out when to say Trisha tier.
Yeah,
I think you have to explain it, then you say it, then
and
you...
our producer team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you two can get a shout out on the show if you go to patreon.com/LOJK podcast and join us at the Sally 2 tier. That gets you a shout out on the show and then also gets you everything else all the previous tiers offer, which is all of our like bonus shows, the Dune commentaries, date night. I forgot about date night. Date night's great. The
so
Dropbox, you can get if you join for free, the Patreon for free, you can get books on movies on books on tape.
Yes. Did you? I don't
Nailed
know
it.
if you're like not saying it real on purpose.
Was it
or
wrong or did I say it right just then? I thought I said it
I
right
see movies
just
on
then.
books on tape.
movies on tape?
It's not movies
it's-
on tape.
Oh, I
That's
thought it was
all it
movies.
is.
I thought it was movies on books on tape.
Movies on tape.
We've always said movies on books on tape.
No.
Movies. Okay, well, movies on books on tape
It's
is the
called-
better name.
Yeah,
called-
100%.
Okay, Hungest. movies
It's
on books
called
on tape.
Movies
is the
on
better
tape when I post it every goddamn episode.
Well, it should be movies on books on tape.
name.
That
Would
doesn't
it
make
be?
sense.
That's what
It's
it is.
Movies on books on tape.
Yeah.
Movies as books on tape.
Movies as books
You just
on
say
tape.
on twice though, because it sounds better.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Well, you
we'll
can call
think
it whatever
about it.
you
We'll
want.
workshop it.
Super Mario
Anyway.
Bros. We're almost at the end here. Look at that.
Wow, that's
Ooh.
very. Yeah, we're almost done.
I already have the next chapter pre-marked, but the last episode, the previous chapter was so goddamn long and had
Give
so
yourself a
much
little
talking. I was like, I can only do one. So
Hell yeah.
it's all pre-marked, but we're very, very close to the end. Maybe 2 more this episode and 1 more, and we'll be done.
Do you know what
Yeah.
you're gonna do next?
Ace Ventura,
Ooh.
OG
Pet
Ace
Detective.
Ventura. Pet Detective.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
But yeah, go to patreon.com/LOJK podcast. And then, of course, if you really want to drop that cash, you can join our producer tier and you will not only get a shout out, you will also get a custom vanity card from Joey that will
Yeah.
play at the end of the video as well. And of course, at our producer tier is David Gray.
Yay!
You can join David there if you feel so inclined.
If you want to produce.
If you want to produce.
Produce this fine program.
Yes. We are also sponsored
Didn't we say they
by.
could do a note?
What?
Didn't we
A
say they
note?
could do a note? One singular note.
Oh,
the
a note.
producer.
Oh yeah,
That we wouldn't do, but they
yeah,
could do
but they
a note.
could provide a note.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
You are free to email us a note.
Yes.
Which
One
we will
note
take
per
under advisement.
one note.
Yes.
Wait, per episode or just
No,
Okay,
I said
one
per
note
episode,
period.
but
I was
you know,
gonna say
okay.
per producership.
That feels better.
well, that would feel
So
like
save it. It's like your ghost energy.
You only
You
got
can't
one.
spend it all.
Don't
But
wanna use
but
it
see
up.
that to me then, if you have one note for one producership, is more top level note. You know, it'd be like
yeah.
you should
Mm-hmm,
be different people.
That's quite the
Yeah,
note.
yeah,
That's
that's
what I'm
a
saying.
Tough, that's a tough
But
one.
if you're doing
one
an
per- once
episode-
per.
You can be like, call Brian less, or don't play Brian's phone call when he called back.
You guys should have known immediately that it was Domino's.
Also, can I just tell you, I didn't put together until after we had well moved on that, like, of course it was Domino's because they were calling it Nose, which sounds like Domino's. Like, I just put
Yes.
together it was Domino's by the way they described the game.
Oh, by the connect the dots.
Yeah.
All right, we're not on our A game tonight.
Nope. Brian leaves and we implode.
We fell apart immediately.
I was like, it sounds like they're describing Domino's.
The food.
Why'd they call it Nose though?
Really weird, yeah.
Insane. We are also sponsored by the world's most expensive taco.
Ooh.
This taco looks like garbage.
I love
But
this-
it's got
I love
tortilla
this-
strips.
What's in it?
So
Just
this
straight
this
up
taco
gold?
is, and then we can guess how much it's worth.
Okay.
It debuted at the Gran Velas Los Cabos Resort at Cabo San Lucas, Mexico.
Uh-huh.
It debuted back in 2017, and I believe is still there. It is available at the resort's Frito restaurant, and it has langoustine. Do you know what langoustine
No,
are?
I don't.
So they're basically like mini lobsters /
Oh,
like
okay.
fancier crawdads.
I was gonna say crayfish.
Basically, but fancier.
Okay.
And more European. Kobe beef.
Oh.
Sure.
Uh,
Naturally.
beluga caviar.
Yep.
always.
Of course.
Black truffle.
Does
brie
anybody
cheese.
like beluga caviar?
It just seems like it's a plus.
It's
right?
just like to be fancy, it has to have.
I
And
it.
then
mean,
they
I've had
scrape it
caviar.
off.
I think caviar is good, but like, I
Not worth the hype.
don't know if I would.
Is
I mean, I guess
roe-
if I just had the money.
Is
sure.
roe caviar?
No, roe is roe.
Okay.
Caviar is caviar.
Is that is roe the little orange?
Roe is orange. Yeah.
Okay,
Like salmon have roe.
but
Caviar
that's not
comes
at all
from-
the same.
Well, it's the same in terms of its eggs.
In theory.
It's
Okay.
technically the same, but roe's genuinely cheaper,
Ah,
like much cheaper.
that's why I've had it.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, of course, there's fancy. I mean, there's fancy ones as well. And then there's a salsa on it comprised of dried morita chili peppers, a very ultra premium añejo tequila, and then the civet coffee. So the cope, I
Cope
believe that-
Luwak?
the cope luwak coffee.
The goat
I don't even
is
know if that's
the-
how you say it because I just know when we
Yeah.
pronounce stuff fancy, it like you don't say letters.
And then another dumb thing that they always do on these, which is it has a gold flake
flakes, yeah.
infused corn tortilla. I hate the gold flake stuff. I think
What?
it's so fucking stupid.
that is so stupid.
And then you get a beverage to complement it, which is a white, gold, and pure platinum bottle of Ley 925 Pasión Azteca Ultra Premium Añejo. So like,
That was a lot of words.
Like a tequila?
oh wait, sorry, you can buy that for an additional $150,000.
Whoa.
How much was it a taco? Did
He
you
hasn't
say?
said yet. We're not
Oh.
supposed to
Said.
guess.
So
Is that all the taco
you've
ingredients?
that's all the taco stuff. So you've heard that the accompanying
Beverage.
tequila
Yeah.
bottle could be 150,000. I will say that is
Is this like
significantly
a
more than
price
the taco.
per taco? Or are you getting a plate with a couple? Like, because who eats one taco?
I got to be perfectly honest, it is really hard for me to tell. I have no idea.
I think
It
you
might
eat this
genuinely
just, to say you ate
just be the one taco,
it, and then
which
you eat,
makes this worse.
then you get a quesadilla with it.
I was gonna say then after dinner
then
you
can I
go
go to
down
regular
the street
You go to
quesadilla?
fucking
Yeah.
Taco
and
Bell.
get some street tacos.
Yes.
Oh, let's get some Taco Bell after this.
No, what?
I
That
might
is
do that.
not the same at all.
Well, I want Taco
Oh,
Bell
by the way,
now.
Wendy's is open.
Nice. But I'm at Brian's. There's a Taco Bell right next to his house,
Ah.
which probably just gonna do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Any guess as to how much it is? One taco
One taco.
$8,000.
I was gonna say 5.
more than Kim's.
12.
15.
More.
Nuh-uh.
I
hate rich
stupid.
people.
Yeah, I know. It is $25,000.
Oh my god.
The gold flaking,
It's so dumb.
it is
It's nothing.
it's the real world equivalent of in the Hunger Games
Yeah.
when they have those elaborate food parties and then they have that thing that just makes you barf so you can keep eating. It's just like we are at this level and it doesn't even matter to us, but I'm going to literally eat money in front of you. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna
I mean, it is
eat
literally
money.
eating money. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're 100% correct.
It's just so I can say I ate money.
You can shit
That's
gold
how
later.
much I have of it. I
Yeah.
ate money.
You can shit gold later and flush it down the toilet.
Mm-hmm.
Good shit.
In
I
your
love it.
gold-plated toilet.
So beautiful.
Gross.
I just left it in there. You know, it's kind of beautiful.
It's art.
Yeah.
We're
You know how
also
much it's
sponsored
worth?
by
What?
I said, you know how much it's worth?
My boobs?
25,000.
Yeah, that
25,000
gold
fucking
flake
dollars.
If it's
poop.
gold flake,
Well, it's in Goldschlager. It can't be that much.
1,000. Yeah, that's also true. Good point.
All right.
Goldschlag. Oh, we are also sponsored by a special sponsor this week.
Ooh.
This was almost my topic, but then I decided to make it about the polishing guy.
This fucking phone number's on there too. Do I need to bleep that out?
I don't know.
Oh, he might appreciate the business.
Oh, I forgot it. I didn't even realize that.
Is this full fucking phone number? I'm gonna censor that, I think. Just people can do the work. I just don't want to be that easy.
Sure, sure.
I didn't mean to
Brian's phone number, by the way, is 310.
I didn't want to dox the guy. All right, so the reason why I landed on the polishing guy, a man that exclusively does custom metal polishing.
Ooh.
Sure.
On his, he doesn't have a website, but on
Can you
his
get the chrome off a
Facebook-
tailpipe?
No.
You want me to start
But
on
he
this
can
one?
make the chrome real nice.
Yeah.
So the reason why I'm talking about him is because he is a recent Cybertruck owner.
Oh.
He got
Oh.
a Cybertruck.
Can you polish it good?
And like a real dipshit, but also like a man who is the polishing guy,
Uh-huh.
He made his all shiny
Decided.
and chrome.
that he would like to polish it.
Is he gonna
Not
ride
to
Eternal?
chrome,
Okay.
to straight up a mirror finish.
Oh God, isn't that dangerous?
Yes!
Oh my god.
Do you have a picture of
So dangerous. Yeah.
Oh.
Like, if you can see it. It's so dangerous.
You just drive in the like noon sun and everyone in 6 miles
Just
is blind.
blinded.
It's crazy.
He's good at his job though.
Oh, no, I mean, don't get me wrong. I think that it's like this one's
he
really
should ruin
fucked.
the mirror finish a little bit just to put his ads on there.
Wow, that is a polished fucking car.
That is polished.
That's insane.
Like, that is not safe to drive.
no.
That is gonna cause an accident.
Send me the photos and I'll put them in the video.
It's so
god
good.
damn.
But so yeah, so this is like it feels like obviously a bit of a publicity stunt.
That's what I'm saying. He should have
Like-
ruined it just enough to put his deets.
Like, I think he was gonna buy it anyway. Like, I think he was gonna buy a Cybertruck. That's kind of the vibe that I got. But he
So
basically,
he's a
as soon as
dummy.
they saw it, he was just like, "I'm gonna polish that to a mirror." That's literally his
I'm gonna
quote.
polish that bad boy.
He was like, "When we ordered it on Tesla's announcement day, I knew I was gonna polish it that day."
God, you just found the thing to find the thing you love and can do so purely. I am jealous of this ding dong.
It's one of those things too where you just kind of forget. You're just like, you just do one thing.
he just
And
polished
you just
stuff.
do
thing.
it real good.
Yeah.
And listen, I think this is dumb. I think it's a danger to society.
Yeah.
But he did it good, undeniably.
Yeah.
It's like Joey's
He-
favorite Reddit.
It's my
Did
favorite
great.
Reddit, the awful taste but great execution Reddit.
Amazing.
Yeah. But-
So good.
Follow-up question.
Yeah.
Outside of this instance, what the fuck is the polishing guy for?
He just you know what? It's honestly really hard to tell.
Yeah.
Is the about me page is
I
that
polish.
Excellent mirror finish aluminum polishing without the heavy price. We can come to you. So they'll come to you to do it.
It's got to be like buildings, right? Like something on a building.
No, I think some of it is. I think it might just be detail work on vehicles
and trucks.
and
Like
things
an
like that.
accent.
I think a lot of
He's
it
gonna
is
polish like my grandma's old silver.
I think that a lot of it is actually from what I can gather, but also I think a lot of it is industrial stuff. So like polishing like tankers and like polishing the chrome on semi trucks.
So this
and
is like
shit that are like on the front and stuff. So it's
prosumer level polishing.
So it's very specialized.
I see.
I believe as well. So I think they do.
Interesting.
It's not a lot of like at home stuff. But then I think that he's got a video where they're polishing
oh, I was like, what is that?
a
Yeah.
oh they polished a They polished a sink. So I guess he can polish anything. I mean, he's a
Like,
polishing
he's
guy.
a polish guy.
In a kitchen or something, like a restaurant kitchen.
I think he's the polishing guy. He's
He
amazing.
also polishes.
He also polishes.
Is he from Poland?
Yeah, he might be. Yeah, so it looks like they do a lot of like,
Guys.
it just whatever is chrome and could be shinier. He is the polishing guy.
Because he will ride eternal.
We
Guys,
can go to
God, my
Missouri.
nose won't
We
stop
can go to Missouri and get something
Guys,
polished.
Brian bazingaed us in the Slack chat.
Motherfucker.
Gotta call him back. Listen, motherfucker.
Listen,
think
asshole.
you can
We
bazinga
know
us?
what no's are now. We
We
figured
put
it
the
out.
pieces together just like you might do in a game of dominoes.
Just like it.
What we call it nose. Because we're dummies.
idiots. Well, anyway.
Yeah, take that last word. You won't know for 2 weeks. Suck it.
You still won't know. You're not gonna listen.
Brian won't. Michael might.
that's
Yeah,
true.
you're right. You're right. Apologies, Michael.
So sorry. Anyway, so the polishing guy, new sponsor, polishing guy.
This fucking. Oh, sure.
Polish the shit. Tyson Garvin.
That's his name?
Yep.
Mr. Polish?
Polishing guy, the polishing guy.
Is that word starting to
The
not make
polishing
sense?
guy.
Anyway, next. Oh, wait, that's number 4. Fuck.
We're skipping for. Oh, there it is.
Oh, yeah, that's actually the wrong one, but it's fine.
Okay,
How do
going-
we mess this up?
No, it's not the wrong one. I did 1,
Mhm.
2.
Oh,
There.
you skipped that one.
Yeah,
There it is.
it's fine. This is, of course, another Walmart as seen on TV. It is the Arctic Air portable in-home air cooler.
Hey, can I tell you something?
Did you buy one of these?
Before we got the mini
Shut the
split,
fuck up. Did you really?
No.
my parents bought them
For the camper.
for the camper because it was a fucking heat box out there.
Did
Yeah.
it work?
It kind of
It works,
works.
yeah.
Okay.
You put cold water in it and
Yes.
it blows the cold water.
Yes.
It's like basically
yes.
a tiny swamp cooler.
It's a swamp cooler,
Yeah.
basically. But
Yeah.
they've made a way to do it. Yes.
We left it somewhere on vacation.
San Diego.
Yeah,
That's so.
No, there's some in the
fucking
camper
funny.
still.
is there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
we got
did-
an Arctic
you did
Air,
leave
man.
one in San Diego.
It's a portable air conditioner that cools, purifies, filters, and humidifies the air around you.
I would.
Simply add water to the cooler and it begins blowing out cool, purified air.
I will say I had that running at the same time of 3 other fans and 2
So
fans
kind
blowing
of hard to
into the
tell.
garage.
Yeah.
So it worked a little bit, but not enough to be like, oh, it's not 800 degrees in the
Mhm.
garage.
They are describing it as a personal space cooler that lets you create your own personal comfort zone.
It does
They are
not.
Also saying that it is best when used if you are within 2 feet of the device.
Yeah.
I would agree with that
Okay.
sentence.
Yeah, you got to put it right on you.
You gotta
Okay.
get up in there.
Now that makes sense to me. They said it was ideal for office desks.
Yeah.
It was
So
sitting
if
like
you
where that
had it
stack of shit
here,
was. Yeah.
basically,
It's like a
It would be-
fan, but it like actually blows
Cool
cold
air.
air instead of just
Yeah.
blowing the room.
it has an 8-hour long tank, so pretty sweet. Now, there are 255 reviews.
Yeah.
Um,
They all signed.
only 2.5 stars.
Wow.
Oof.
Yeah, 1-star review from a net. It didn't do what it claimed. It was like a mini fan blowing warm air. It was so
Oh.
small, I would have to sit right in front of it to even feel the fan. I returned it.
Well,
Okay.
did she put cold water in it?
Yeah, that's a crucial point here.
I feel like she's just like, I put water
Now,
in it. It didn't make the water
could
cold.
that could be an idiot. You're
Yeah.
right. Let's see.
But this is a lot. It's 2 stars or whatever. That's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people
using
yeah.
it wrong if that's what it is.
Well, maybe everyone expects it to also cool the water.
Oh, this one's good. Stop. Here we go.
Hammer time.
This one's good.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
Beware of spiders.
Oh my
Just PSA.
god. Unrelated to this product.
Anyway, this product.
I just got this item this weekend at Walmart store. I opened it today. Never used it, and it smelled super moldy. Looked used. Black mold inside. Had dead spiders inside. Disgusting.
Whoa.
Signed name.
Thanks, name. Wow.
Wow, that's the best one.
Yeah,
I love that they put that in there as if that is a common problem.
Yeah.
Like Walmart just sold them one that they didn't check
I mean,
that had been returned.
yeah, it was spiderful, which is a bummer.
Came with bonus spiders.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it on that. Another made for as seen on TV.
As seen on Walmart and my desk.
Yep.
Yep. All right.
And now,
Finally.
of course, in Kyle's crisis corner, it is putting my butt on Brian's stuff.
You got to do it extra now.
Yeah.
I only have a long weekend to get as much as I can on my butt.
You got it all day tomorrow.
I got
Just
all day tomorrow.
Scooting.
I have all day Monday. Yeah, I got to just make it work.
Make 'em-
The problem is when you start to get in the nitty gritty of it, and it's the individual utensils.
They can get time consuming.
Especially in the
You
kitchen.
just got to get like a pile and get into a
Yeah,
rhythm.
like I could devote. This is the whole thing.
Just get
I
comfortable
could
in like your
I
squat.
could spend a whole weekend in the kitchen. But I think what you really have to do is just kind of like prioritize
What if you just like
each room.
soak all the stuff in your dirty bath water? Does that count?
Then it's not as personal. I don't think
I got to
so.
really get my butt nasty.
No,
I think it's got to be nasty bath water.
Go for a run.
like real
It's
nasty.
got to be nasty.
I mean, I need to not wipe.
I was
and
gonna say, go
need to
for a run, take a
run.
shit, and then hop in that tub.
Oh,
Absolutely.
God, we're getting.
That's pretty good.
Ugh.
Okay, and then we're just sort of just a cleansing into just throwing it into the water.
A soup.
Honestly, that's more
Efficient. I mean, work
efficient,
smarter, not harder.
more efficient, more sanitary. I feel like in the long run because it's not direct butthole contact.
But
so
you're
that's
missing that
kinda
direct
what
butthole
Brian
contact. The
would
feature
want.
is also a bug.
Yeah.
Well, I
Look,
think
as
I just
long as you
pick
get the
like some really.
pillows.
Well, that's what I was gonna
As
say. I
long
think
as you
pick
get
some really
each
good
individual domino.
Yeah, as long as I put every single nose up my ass before he's returned, it should be fine.
Nose goes, motherfucker.
Nose goes.
Just get the pillows
motherfucker.
really good and stuff he touches with his hands. Doorknobs,
Doorknobs,
toothbrush
obviously.
handle, and
Any
head.
sort of contact.
Sure.
Every
solution.
single one of his keys on his keyboard.
There's a lot of sunglasses in their home.
Mm-hmm.
All those are getting it.
Yeah, all them getting
Every
it.
single one. I might just
Their
fart on.
dog
I might just fart on each one
getting
individually. Yeah. So anyway, that's not really Kyle's
I was
crisis
gonna say
corner.
that's a lot
More
of
just
farts, but
Kyle's.
I mean, you're gonna go to
it's more
Taco
just-
Bell. We know that won't be a
Yeah,
problem.
I got it. It's fine. I'm
Yeah,
gonna get
yeah.
a spicy potato taco.
They have potato tacos at
Oh,
Taco Bell?
baby, they're good. It's the
Yeah.
Fiesta potatoes, but with like a spicy
Oh.
sauce on it,
Fuck yeah.
and it's a soft
Is
taco.
it a new thing?
It's newish. It's
Ah,
good and
okay,
it's
we
cheap.
gotta get
It's
it.
pretty good.
Yeah,
It's
It's cheap
not
and it's good.
hungry for Taco
It's cheap and
Bell.
it's
I
good.
will
But
get
you
it.
do you.
All right, I will do me.
Okay.
And that's it. Besides, the new format's really making me forget about
about
some of our
everything.
most faithful sponsors. And of course, we are sponsored by Trucks. Drive them. Wow, I really had a. I need to hydrate. Trucks. We are also sponsored by the sadly yellow jacketed.
The tininess
But
of
they-
the logo in the video.
The
makes
tiniest
it
of the
look
logo is
extra
so fucking funny.
makes
As
it
if
look
it's
really
slowly fading each year that we get closer to the end of the contract.
We're just caring less about how we represent them.
Yeah,
It's just
they're
losing-
not checking.
Well,
No.
they're dead. They're
They're all
losing
Definitely
energy.
not.
They're losing energy.
I mean, honestly, if you say it that way, like,
Yeah.
we don't really have to honor the contract.
Kyle Will, he's a man of his business.
Well, okay.
He's a
Well,
man
it's
of his business?
It's
Yeah.
a legal
Okay.
contract.
But
the
who's
lawyers,
gonna come after us?
The lawyers.
Yeah, they're
The
still
front
there.
office of the
lawyers.
former front office, like they weren't on the plane,
Okay,
like all
okay,
of the owners and like staff.
Apologies.
I mean, they work at
Like-
other places now, but they still
Yeah,
are
but
here.
they're still here on this mortal coil. Like
Probably.
anyway, well,
I
as
guess
If
far
they're
as
not,
we
it's
know.
not for the same
Yeah,
reasons.
Yeah, it's not for the same. Anyway, the sadly yellow jacketed,
Oh,
but they paid us through
That's
2025. The sadly now defunct XFL team, the LA Wild Jackets. Go Jackets. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's us.
Yeah.
We already did Patreon.
I was just putting it back up there because it has a URL.
Oh,
That's a good idea.
Yay, that's
fine.
good.
I'll do my wipe.
Sorry, no. That's good stuff. Oh,
Look at that.
That's a good
scheduled
wipe.
Directing.
Great wipe.
Thank you.
Look at us.
I wipe well.
You're a TD.
I was
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
college.
that's true. Actually,
I was for years.
It's finally coming
I
back.
still have nightmares about it. Like 20
oh, God.
fucking years
What
ago.
if the local PBS station goes under?
No, you know what it actually are is that the amount of time has passed, and I get put back in. I'm like, oh, you were so good, and they just set me down, and I don't remember how anything works.
Oh, no.
That's
That's what
always
happens
the
on the
dream.
Do you think that
Yeah.
you could
I remember.
I bet I could. It would take me like maybe one break of fucking stuff up, and then I could do it.
Okay.
I remember he would always be so panicked that there was going to be severe weather, because that would fuck up the regularly scheduled programming that he like had
Hilarious.
down
Well,
to
no,
the rhythm.
The thing was,
If they had to like break in.
if we had to break in, I had to talk. There was a microphone that if there was a severe weather or if it was a warning,
Yeah.
Not a
We had-
watch. Yeah.
we had to break in with the map that we've put in the counties
Yeah.
and have a scroll, and then I had to read it because it was like part of like an information, like this is
Yeah.
how you have to give this info. So there was just a mic up on top of the shelf that
Yeah.
just stared at you every time it was bad
Did
weather.
you ever have to do it?
Never had to do it.
Bummer.
I've been good at it, but I like
And
I
you
did-
would have been good at it, and then you would have hit that button, and then you would have puked.
You're all gonna die.
Yeah, there was for being like a college kid at that job, and just you for
Mhm.
most of the time.
Yeah.
You had a lot of power in
Yeah.
that tiny room.
Hilarious.
Like it's kind of surprising.
You could have
honestly.
put whatever local documentary you wanted on.
So
I
much
could have.
Sesame Street.
There was I really liked the Sesame Street shift, and I really liked this the Joy of Painting shift.
yeah.
Which
Yeah.
I think Joy of Painting, and it always had Antiques Roadshow, which also
Ooh,
Yeah,
damn,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
good too.
yeah.
Damn.
But then that's why I was always at the telecom building on Saturday night. So whatever.
Love a Saturday evening.
I think I got paid $5.25 an hour.
Wow.
Me, man.
Yeah, it was like
That's-
minimum, little above minimum.
I remember coming to pick you up one night when I was in the middle of stuff and waiting in the car for you to come in, and I had my hands like it was cold on the steering wheel so that the heaters were blowing like like
Yeah,
the
in your
vents,
hands, yeah.
and just like falling asleep sitting up there holding on the steering wheel, and then you open the door and be like, oh.
It was a cool job. I stayed in Bloomington one summer and did
Mhm.
it. It was pretty. It's pretty good because you can like still do homework and stuff when the shows are on, and you're kind of on your
Or
own.
just watch a lot of Sesame Street.
or just watch a lot of fucking Sesame Street. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Who gives a shit?
It's. I think they were like it's experience, so we don't have to pay you a lot because it's also like it looks good on your resume or whatever.
Yeah,
but-
sure. It's a public service.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it was.
Anyway, thank you all for listening. You can find more LOLJKpodcast.com, patreon.com/LOLJKpodcast if
Yes.
you want to join for this show, as well as Kyle and I's other show, Yesterday's Tomorrow Today.
Yes.
Just posted a good episode on Children of Men, a not hilarious movie,
But a good one.
but a good movie.
Yeah.
We had some good conversation in there, in spite of me being
Joey
incredibly dire.
spirals briefly.
Yeah, I was like, Joey and Kyle were like listening to me talk, and I just kept talking. And then when either of them would break in, it would be like, "Oh, there's the levity," and then it would be quiet again and come back to me, and I'm like, "Yeah, but guys, it's just like so fucking bad.
It's just such a nightmare.
It's like
Everything's
all
a
of it.
nightmare.
This is for real, our future.
Yeah,
This is
it
what it's
feels
gonna
closer
be.
now than ever.
We're the children of men.
But you can chip in, help us buy new equipments and all that shit. I don't really know. I'm just kind of rambling here. I'm running out of
You
steam.
don't-
You join the
don't have to be
Patreon so we
specific. It's
can
okay.
continue providing you with this quality content and even make more shit for you.
Yes, we will make shit all
That's
the time.
it.
I'm sitting like Kim, but just in camera view.
My hands were actually like this because I had them between my knees,
Oh, but clenched.
so they were flattened out, but they were still interlocked.
Got it.
I like
Yeah.
that. This is
All right.
good.
Well, thank you all. Fuck you, Brian.
Eat shit.
Eat shit. Play your nose. I'm mad that they punked
Don't
us.
cut it out. Let him know. We're mad.
We're mad.
He gave us a dose of our own medicine,
Didn't taste good.
and it felt bad.
You know what? If Hungus did that to me, I think I would like cry.
Hungus did do
If
it
Hungus
to you.
made you feel
Oh,
stupid.
wait, Brian?
Yeah. Hungus did do it to you.
Oh, no!
No! I gotta go weep.
Guys, I gotta go. I gotta go to Taco Bell and be sad. Well, thank you for listening to another episode. I've enjoyed Rhinish.
Comic Bay.
I'm Kim.
Fuck you, Brian. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.